Alright people, so this is a famous Black River Safari tour, and this is protected wetlands, and they'll take you up river and they show you birds and mangroves and crocodiles and fish, and if you're lucky, for example, you may see somebody as spearfish, because them brother up here, them not afraid of crocodile. See? So, like for example, see I'm on over this, I catch 2 fish. And again, Black River is one of the first civilized towns in Jamaica, the first town to ever get electricity, the first town to have a racehorse, the first town to have a motor car, the first town to have a hospital. And it is jokingly said that the first man to own a motor car is the first man to end up in the hospital. Touche. See? So we're going to take a little boat tour and we'll capture some footage and show you the entire experience of the Black River Safari. Jamaica Uncut road trip, Black River Safari and tour soon forward.
And welcome on board to the Black River Safari. I'm Teron and I'll be your captain, your lifeguard, a friend of yours, and also your crocodile Dundee. Now, just to let you guys know that I can't swim. Is that okay with you? Alright, because it's no turning back from here, it's only one way to heaven, alright? Alright, so the Black River is coming from Trelawney, and that's the north of the island. Now it flowed through for 44 miles or 70 kilometers, and it ends underneath the bridge in the Caribbean Sea. Now we're only doing 2.5 miles upstream, where I'm hoping to show you birds, wetland vegetation, and some of our friendly crocodiles. Very friendly, so let's hope we get back in one piece. Right, so the white birds to the right, they're called egrets, commonly known as garland. Now we have the snowy egret, the cattle egret, and the great egret. Great egret, they have long neck. They eat baby crocodile, and the bigger crocodile eats the bird. So what goes around comes around. They nest here because of the fish market across to your left. They flew across to eat. Now when the big birds come to the low branches for water, the crocodiles eat them. But when the baby fall from the nest, the crocodiles save them from drowning by eating them. So here's like KFC for the crocodiles. Alright, so we have our first crocodile to our right, and that's Crocodile Donnet. Alright, so it's the end of the tour, and it was my pleasure having you. Short and spicy. And there's a huge crocodile there also. Come. This is Crocodile Terrorist, around 18 feet in length or 6 meters. Come. The grand blackbird here, that's a black crow night heron. And the Black River here, we call them marijuana birds. The reason for that name is because they have red eyes. They're always high. Come. Now he loves to jump, so just in case he jumps inside, you guys jump outside. Come. On one side, don't worry, and balance both crocodile, they have balance diet, alright?
Oh my God!
The male have a bigger head, a bigger body. And the male get huge.
Jay, good.
White mangrove, they have small leaves, they're bright in color.
Fell to this one moving out there.
That's a great egret there with the long neck, and those are the birds that eat the baby crocodile. Now baby crocodile, they're only 6 inches or 15 centimeters. The tall wavy plants here to your left, those are called bulrush. If you're familiar with the Bible story of baby Moses in the bulrushes, these are the same kind of plants. Now I don't know if it was here that they found them. You can find over 500 crocodiles out here. We have over 18,000 acres of wetland, or over 10,000 hectares of wetland. It's the largest across the English-speaking Caribbean. Now, sometimes we come out here, we see a lot of crocodiles. Sometimes we see a few, sometimes we don't see any. This is wildlife, and it is unpredictable. You can also find a lot of fish out here. Fish out here that get up to 300 pounds or 196 kilo. That's a tarpon. You have snook, snappers, jack, mullet, African perch, a lot of fish out here. They're called the Crocodilus acutus, or the American crocodiles. Now, once you leave these crocodiles alone, they leave you alone. They're not aggressive as the one you find back in Africa or Australia. The one in Australia, those are the saltwater crocodiles. The one in Africa, those are the Nile crocodiles. They don't give chance. Crocodiles, they have 68 teeth, 38 at the top, 30 at the bottom. They have no tongue, they cut and swallow. They get 25 feet in length, or 8 meters, and they live up to or over 100 years. Now, the only time you will find two crocodiles together, that's in March, the mating season. After March, they're no friend again, they fight and kill each other. The difference between a crocodile and an alligator is, whenever the crocodile mouth is closed, you're always going to see the teeth, while you don't see the teeth of an alligator when the mouth is closed. Crocodiles, they have a longer snout, while the alligator one is short and round. Crocodiles, they are more aggressive and they get longer. Now, in the 18th century, and this right here was the only place that they could transport goods into the town before we have main roads here in Jamaica. They used to transport goods like rum, sugar, sugar cane, molasses, pimento, cattle skin, logwood. Now, the building that you guys came through to purchase your ticket, that was a warehouse that they used to store all of these goods. Now, in the 19th century, Black River was the first town in Jamaica to receive electricity before some places in United States. Falmouth was the first town to have running water, also before some places in the state. Black River was the first town to have a motor car, a racehorse, a public hospital, a telephone. It was said that the first person to own a motor car was the first person to admitted in a hospital. But it wasn't a Jamaican. You know, Jamaican guys are good drivers, right? You know, we have a surfing ticket out here in driving, not just a license. You know what's that? That's a PhD, pothole dodgers. Always dodging from pothole. The green floating plants, those are called water hyacinth or water lily. Now, those plants, they're introduced to Jamaica from Brazil to help to clean the river from pollution. Leave these plants 6 months to a year, they will block the river channel. So the fishermen, they normally cut them and they float downstream where they will die in the seawater. Now, in the root of those plants is where you find the freshwater shrimp. Now, those folks at Middle Quarters that you see selling the peppered shrimp, they get them from right here. Now, around here is called Broad Water. Here is where the Salt Spring River meets the Black River. Black River is to our left, while the Salt Spring is to our right. Our trip is going to take us on the Salt Spring side. Over there you will see more birds and more crocodiles. Now, don't worry about these crocodiles. They're Jamaican, they're friendly, and they're inhaling marijuana, no problem. The mountain to our left, that's the Nassau Mountain. That's where you find YS Falls and Appleton Estate. The mountain in the middle, that's the Cockpit Mountain. That's where the Black River is coming from. While the Santa Cruz Mountain is across to the right. Now that's where you find Hampton School for girls and Mangrove College for boys. Translate Santa Cruz into English, you get the Holy Cross, because Jamaica was once Spanish. The depth of the Black River is 30 feet or 10 meters. Right in the middle is around 3 or 4 feet or 1 meter. The cool breeze that you're feeling, that is just our free air condition, our natural AC. Cold-blooded reptile. Without the sun, the blood is unable to flow through their body. The sun is what helps them to grow and also help them to digest whatever they eat. Whenever you see a crocodile with the mouth open, that's because they're sweating. They sweat like dogs. They have no sweat glands like us. The skin is too thick.
How many rivers meet up
in the Black River here? Including this one, 7. So you have Wyeth Falls, you have Middle Quarters, you have Appleton, you have Magati, Guts River. All of those rivers run into the Black River here and empty itself into the Caribbean Sea. Now those green lush plants in front, those are called giant fern. There is 550 different species of ferns here in Jamaica. You find 316 in St. Anne at Fern Gully. These are the only type of fern that survive in brackish water. It's a mixture of salt and fresh. These broad protein plants, those are called pancake lily or lily pad. Those plants are what the frogs they normally sit on. A female crocodile lay up to 60 eggs, which takes 90 days to hatch. Out of the 60, only 5 or 6% will come to maturity because some of the eggs spoil, mongoose and birds destroy some, and when the egg is hatched, the male crocodile eats their baby. Reason being, they always want to be the dominant one out here. After laying those eggs, it's all depend on the temperature. If the time is too hot, you will get males. If the time is cool, you get females. If it is in between, you get males and females. Crocodiles, they normally head to the sea to lay on the shore. Around here we normally find Crocodile Victoria. You know she keeps a secret. Victoria's Secret, yes, she live around here.
People Jamaica uncut and today we're there on the Black River Safari, and it's a whole experience, and we highly recommend that you guys try it if you're ever in Jamaica. It's very educational, and it's a beautiful tour up the river, and it's just, you know, something that is very Jamaican and has a lot of history about Jamaica in it as well. So check it out. They are going to enjoy the thing. So let's see if we find 2 more crocodiles and forward.
Now, in spite of the crocodiles, you have guys that snorkel out here, spearfish. They do it for a living. I normally take a swim, but you see, earlier this morning we had a little rain. The water is a bit wet for me now. Alright, so as you look overboard, you see where the water color change, get a bit dark. Now I'm gonna get some of it to show you.
Go on, man. Go on, take out the water.
You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, you want to take off your sunglasses there?
Okay.
Now before you get it, if you're right-handed, use your left hand. Just in case you lose it, you have the right one to sign, alright? You see, you know, dominant.
So people, she are going to show you now that the water is actually clear.
Come, Charlie. Come.
She do want to find out crocodile eat people.
Alright, so this is what the Black River look like. It's normally clearer than this. Now they call this river Black River because of the peat soil underneath the bottom of the river that give it a dark reflection. It's like painting your pool blue. The water reflects blue, but it is clear. And it's convincing to drink. Who want to taste it? You see, don't worry about it. It's just that crocodile pee in there. But it's similar to Red Bull. Give you energy and it make you strong.
Right.
All inclusive. Now we have an advantage and we have a disadvantage of the peat soil out here. Disadvantage of the peat soil is inside of the peat soil we have a methane gas. Now the methane gas, it normally ignites with the sun and it causes a spontaneous combustion. Causes wildfire that burns out here for weeks in the wetland. What you guys seen here too, right, is because we had wildfire 2 weeks ago. Advantage of the peat soil is whenever we have too much rain, the soil take in the water. Whenever we have drought, the soil release the water. So this river never overflow and it never run dry.
So yeah, people have the same problem on Nigel as well, where once a year, especially in the summer months, the morals will catch fire, just continuously combust because of the amount of oil below the surface.
Now if it happens that a crocodile is swimming you down or running you down, all you have to do is outswim or you outrun the person in front of you. If there is no one there running with you, all you have to do is run and climb a tree, get your phone and call your friend. When your friend get there, the crocodile will chase after your friend and you get to go free. Now since 1971, no one is allowed to hurt a crocodile. But a crocodile is allowed to hurt you. They are protected and we are not.
Yo, people, the same thing they say about madman too, you know, madman protected, but you're not protected, so you can't lick the madman, but the madman can't lick you. How long is the river navigable for?
18 miles.
18 miles.
Now it's the longest navigable river in Jamaica. So we can sail all the way to Lacobra Bridge.
Then after that, the river starts to get small.
Right. Around here is called Mangrove Avenue, similar to the Bamboo Avenue. Around here is very peaceful and quiet. It's a perfect spot to run out of gas. When we do, ladies, they normally push the boat.
So you say run out of gas now?
Not yet.
Oh. Ladies, you now gear up.
Roots coming down from the branches. They have water-seeking cell at the tip. They never stop growing until they reach into the water. Whenever they reach into the water, they get hollow inside. They start to bring all the nutrients and the minerals into the tree. Now they call these tree red mangrove because back in the days, they used to strip the bark of the tree. They used to boil it, which they get a dye. They called it the tannin dye. That's what they used back in the days as floor dye. Now the rooting system out here is like a nursery for baby fishes, baby crabs, baby crocodiles. Because the bigger predator, they can't get to go inside there to eat them.
And these trees just keep growing.
Yeah, 6 inches per year.
Wow.
So every 6 inches is 1 year. To our left is one of the oldest tree out here. It's called a pipe organ tree. Over 250 years. They say it resembles a pipe organ in the olden churches.
Alright people, so that was a full tour of the Black River Safari, a protected wetland in the middle of St. Elizabeth. And if you're ever in Jamaica, you should give this a try. It's really, really educational, very witty, and depending on the captain you get, he can add some humor to the tour to make it just seem like you sit down on one boat and I go up a river. So check it out. Explore Jamaica, see Jamaica. Don't just come and stay in your hotel room. Do things outside of Negril, do things outside of Mobay. And that's the only way I go truly experience and enjoy Jamaica, is to just go out there and see things. Being in a hotel room, you could have there anywhere on the planet. But this, you can't experience this anywhere on the planet. And you have to go out and find it, because it's not going to come at your hotel to you. So we travel around the island and we bring you things like these. So, you know, a lot of you come from the area and you move gone a foreign long time and you know come back to Jamaica for a while now. We bring these experience back to you to make you see that, you know, Jamaica still are going with things. It's not all what you're hearing at the news. Turn off the news sometime and just come out and enjoy these things. See? Jamaica Uncut, Black River Safari, as we head back down river, and now we are going to go check out the crocodile nesting. And we're going to see some baby crocs and probably see some big one too. We see how it go. Yeah man, so it's just a vibe, and we're out here in the streets to go and enjoy all Jamaica's beauty and all that it has to offer. Jamaica Uncut, soon forward.
Over 7 years now.
Oh, wow. And where you get all the information from? Where you get all the knowledge from?
Well, I've been here since I was a child, around maybe 6. My mom used to work here. So I used to come here as a child, go on the boat, and from there I learned a lot of stuff from different captains. So I just put one to one and do my own, put it in my own knowledge.
Oh, you do your own little research here.
Yeah. And after I've been through high school, went to 6th form at Black River High, where I did environmental science, so I further myself from there. So I get to know more about the wetland as time goes by.
And it's something you enjoy, or?
Yeah man, I do enjoy it. You know, sometimes a lot of people might come out here, they're going under some depression, in some depression moment, but by you having them out here, giving a little joke, whatsoever, you know, help them to clear the mind sometime. Also with the little fresh air that, you know, you're getting a different feelings. Yeah, so I love doing it. Not just for myself, but to help people.
Yeah, but like your vibe, you know, you have this little dry humor. That is really good, because you're not trying to be funny, but it's funny.
Right. So a lot of people say, oh, he's very serious when he's giving this.
Yeah man, yeah, we call it dry humor.
Yeah, I want people to feel it, because when I'm doing a tour, I'm doing it from my heart. So, you know, it takes a lot. So I want them to feel the presence of what I'm doing. Yeah man, big up Jamaica Uncut. Nice, always nice to have you guys here on the Black River Safari.
So now we're back to where we started at the end of the tour, and after this the river meet the ocean. So this part of the river is what they call brackish, because it's half salt, half fresh water, and not a lot of crocodiles you'll find down here, because they don't survive very well in the salt water. So you have to go further upriver where it's all fresh water. Before Black River was the capital of St. Elizabeth, Black used to be the capital, but then for shipping and exporting, and you know, they used to have to bring stuff upriver on canoes or rafts to bring to the ocean to be shipped back to England. They decided to move the capital from Lacovia to Black River for practical reasons. It just made more sense at the time. So again, Black River is one of the first developed civilized towns on the island. First town with electricity, first town with telephone. And that was way before Kingston was the capital of Jamaica. I think Spanish Town would have been the capital of Jamaica back in those days. So yeah, people, we made it back in a one piece. Nobody no get eaten by crocs.